The Zamboni's done cutting the ice. They still got to close the doors and scrape some snow off, and we don't have any nets out there right now, but we do have referees. And I suspect they're going to, once they get the Zamboni out of the way, they'll get those nets out here and we'll get a warm-up started. Potomac Patriots are here on their home ice at the Prince William Ice Center. We're wearing our white jerseys today and playing the Reston Raiders black team, which happens to be in a black uniform. So that's convenient. We've got some injuries and some players that are out for this game, but I think we'll still have sufficient numbers of skaters. And I heard from the team manager from Reston they have an emergency goalie in net today. This is a league game for us. I don't know what the emergency goalie rules are, but probably not somebody who's normally on their roster. I'm not sure if that makes the game legit or not in the league, but nonetheless, they're going to have a, quote, emergency goalie. This is our third game of the season. We've struggled to get a win, so we're 0-2 right now coming into this game. Reston's 1-2, so it should be a fairly evenly matched game. All right, we got one net out there. Working on the second now.
Did I give you your book back?
No, but that's okay. You keep reading it.
You going bird watching after this? What do you do with the I never seen it.
In case I can't see who's out there, quick spotter. All right, we got two nets out there, and a lot of questions from Jeremy I had to answer real quick. Two nets, two referees, two teams, and ready to start this warm-up. All right, that whistle's going to start the warm-up. Not sure who's going to be in goal today. We'll see, I guess, at game time. We still haven't got all of our game jerseys in yet. We still got a couple players that are wearing their old jerseys or a practice jersey, but that's all right. So it looks like Langston's back. He had an injury back on the ice. That's good. I don't see Brody out there. He's back yet. I see him over on the glass, not dressed. He won't be out there today. right, warm-up's over. They'll be collecting up the pucks here, and we'll get ready for the start of the first period. Fifteen-minute periods here in the CBHL. I thought USA Hockey changed penalties to minute 30, but the last couple games have been 2-minute penalties. So I'm still unsure what the rule change is, if there is a rule change at all. Okay, starting line here for the Patriots. Kate's going to be in net. William, Langston, Z, Dylan, and Yosef. And Raiders are short one player here. I'm going to figure that out. Okay, they got another skater coming out there. Now we got the even numbers. Here comes the drop, start the first period. And controlled by the Raiders, they take it back on the defense. It's knocked away by a forecheck by Yosef. Takes a shot on goal, misses to the left, goes over to the far side, point. And now back, and he lost the zone, chipped it back towards the blue line, intercepted by Z at the red line. Trying to get back on side, and they do. Z makes the move into the slot, taken away on a back check, but retrieves the puck and dumps it in deep. Puck's loose in the corner, now picked up by the Raiders. They throw it out to the circle, intercepted by Dylan. Dylan's trying to settle a bouncing puck and can't now. Has it on, chips it back to Yosef, got knocked away by a check there by the Raiders, and now loose puck comes into the behind the net, now controlled by the Raiders. Raiders have it on a forehand, they send it out towards the blue line, trying to break the zone. Lost it though on a back check there, and now controlled by, out to the blue line, and held in by Langston. And big collision now controlled by Z. He's got it in the corner, puts it on a backhand, squeezed off the puck though by the Raiders, and they dump it over to the far corner. There's a Raider there to retrieve the puck, they push it out towards the blue line, slowed down by the Raiders going the other way, and they got behind our D. A little bit of breakaway here for the Reston. And going to wind up, takes a shot, gloved by Kate, and that'll stop play. Breakaway opportunity for Reston. Kate says no and shuts the door. No score, 13:53 to go in the first period. Cohen's out there now with Riot, Danny, Ellis, and John. Ellis sets up in the... We got somebody, Cohen's going to have some kind of equipment malfunction here. He already got that figured out. And here comes the drop. Defensive zone face-off here for the Patriots. Controlled by Reston. Reston immediately takes a shot. Ricochets off of Ellis. Also going to go chasing after it. Reston gets there first, throws out to the point. They immediately throw it in, kicked off of by Danny. And now lost the puck, though, behind the net. Now controlled by Reston. Reston's got it on a forehand. Went off of the skate of Ellis, and now fetched by Danny. Danny's got an outskated behind the net. Throws it off of a Reston player, goes loose in the corner. Riot's there, settles the puck. Touched up by a Reston player, but out to neutral ice. John's got it now, going the other way in a 2-on-2. Dumps it in and chases after. Forecheck here by Ellis and John. Reston has it now behind their own net. And now take loose puck, chipped out by Riot, goes now loose behind the net, picked up by Reston. Reston fires it out towards the near side point. And there's Cohen's there to meet the puck and battles for it, knocks it back in, but now Reston's got it, trying to break the zone. They send it out in the head, and Reston's going to get onside with that. They throw it on net. Scores! I don't think Kate saw it. She got screened and didn't even react to the puck. I think maybe Patriots thought they were offside. I'm not 100% sure here. Kate didn't even see the shot, and it went in easily. Okay, Reston goes up 1-0. 13:04 to go in the first period. Chris, Jackson, Gavin, Zach, and Johnny out there. Controlled by Reston on the draw. They chip it ahead, and Jackson goes and gets it, pushes it ahead now over to Gavin. Gavin's going to push it in, but taken away by Reston. Reston's got it now in their defensive zone, trying to clear it out, but Johnny got a stick on that, and they lost the puck in the high slot. Knocked back in by a forecheck by Z, and now they clear it out to neutral ice. And Jackson's there, got a hold of it, chipped it ahead for Z. Z's got it now, and brings it onside. And tried to kick it through the defense there, but got chopped at and knocked down, and now goes into the near side boards. Reston throws over to the far side corner, and loose puck down there, chasing after his both teams. Swooping in is Chris and knocks it in deep, but just Reston down there. They got to dig the puck off the board. It's on its edge. They send it up to the high slot. Swooping in is Jackson trying to slow him down, but they cleared the zone. Now chipped at by Chris. We got a big collision, and loose puck right at neutral ice, and now comes over to our defensive zone, and we got a whistle. I think that's offsides on Reston. 12:13 to go in the first period. Nope. Reston's up 1-0. William and Langston are out there. Riot, Joseph, and Dylan. Controlled by Reston. They charge into the zone, and now they're going to push it back to the point. And the point takes a shot. Ricochets off a couple of players now controlled by Langston. He went down, but got it out of the zone. Chipping ahead to Dylan. Dylan's going to bring us on the side. And we're in a little bit of a on-man rush. He gets tied up and loses the puck in the corner. Now Reston's there, and they fire it over here to the far side board. Swooping in is William to chip it in on the backhand. Throws it in deep. Ricochets behind the net. Goes on net. And now he's knocked out of there and swooping around. Tried to wrap around, but lost the puck by a defender poking at it. Now Rye dumps it back in on the backhand, but it didn't go very far. Now out towards the blue line, and Reston's there, and they settle it, and they're trying to enter the zone now. And they bring it onside, and on a forehand, but getting slowed down by the defense. Sends off a Williams skate, and now Langston hammers it out towards the point. Yosef's there trying to clear the zone, but can't. Held in by Reston. Reston fires it through the high slot there over to the far side corner. It hits a referee's skate. Unfortunate bounce there, and now it comes out behind the net. Still controlled by Reston, but battle for it is Langston. And it's still loose the corner, now settled by Reston. Reston got on the forehand, sends it into the slot. Knocked away by William, went on his knees to do that. Sends it ahead to Dylan. Dylan's going in a 2-on-2 the other way. Ships it past the defender, and we got waved the icing. Loose puck down the corner. Yosef's approaching, but so is Reston. Now the forecheck at Dylan's there, and they throw it out towards the point. They're going to clear the zone, going the other way. Replacing the D is Cohen and Danny are out there now, and now Reston's onside. They send it over to the far side. Takes a shot. Big rebound. Tried it. Got a high stick. No, he waved it. Rolls into the crease. Knocked away by Josef. Now goes behind the net. Loose puck. Langston's got it on the backhand. Reston has it on the back, and now squeezed into the corner and knocked out of there. Z's going to go fetch that and chips at it, but can't clear it out. Sends it to Josef. Josef fires it on net, going down. Goalie's got to play this. Gives a little bit of a rebound, but we're changing. So no pressure by the Patriots as Reston collects the puck. Now Z's there on a forecheck, swatted at it and tripped the player. We got a penalty coming on the Patriots. It's going to put Reston in a power play. We'll see how long these penalty minutes are in this game. 10:23 on that stoppage of play. Reston is up 1-0, first period. Penalty kill coming up for the Patriots. Z took that tripping penalty. To kill this, it's Jackson, John, Danny, and Ellis. Ellis is going to take the draw. 2-minute penalties on the board. Here comes the draw, controlled by Patriots, but they're swatting and they lost the puck. Now the puck's loose behind the net, going to go get it is Reston. They send it into the crease, and they take a shot. Goes off a couple defenders in the near side corner. Coming after it is Ellis. Puck pops in the air. Ellis is there, pushing, trying to clear the zone. They do not. Now they did. Okay, it's out to neutral ice, and now passed down to himself as Ellis lost the puck right at the red line. And now it's sent across ice and chasing after it's Reston and Chris. And Reston hammers it in and now chases after it, but Chris has got it on the backhand, but getting approached by a forechecker. Puts the brakes on and fires it out towards the point, but held in by Reston. They fire a shot from there, got redirected into the corner off net. Over here to the near side, controlled by Reston. Reston sends it out to the point. Turn it back in. They immediately send it through the slot, but there was nobody waiting for it, and now picks up the ricochet and fires it into the crease. A couple missed one-timer opportunities, and now picked up by Ellis going the other way. Short-handed, and we're changing again. And Reston's back inside. They threw the puck off Ellis. Ellis is still battling to slow it down, and they throw it in deep now. Now Reston is changing. This power play continues for another minute. Jackson's got it, trying to kill this penalty. Sends it out, chipped that by Josef right at the blue line, and now they fired it back towards our blue line. Chris is there and swats at it, knocks it ahead for Dylan, but big collision now picked up by Reston. We made some changes. We got nobody on defense, and now they're charging towards the net, and they scored. Power play goal for Reston. 9:03 to go in the first period. Makes the score 2-0. Now we got Riot, Josef, Dylan, William, and Langston out there. And controlled by Patriots. Josef had it temporarily, and he gives it over to Dylan. Dylan's got it now. He's going to dump it in. Loose puck behind the net. Took a weird pop, goes on the side of the net. Goalie's going to have to go do something with it. Fetched by the D, and they fling it out towards the blue line. And now Reston's looking to break out. and they do, but Dillon settles the puck and dumps it immediately back in. We're back on side. Loose puck now behind the net, settled by Reston. Forecheck though, coming by Riot. And hits the referee. Now bouncing puck comes out to William at the top of the circle. He immediately chips it back in. Still loose down the corner. Reston's there, and they fling it back towards the point. And slowed down by Reston. Looks like they're going to break the zone. They send it all across ice over here. Langston's there to meet him though, and trying to get him off sides. And now they are off sides, but they quickly get back on side. And now Riot's there, pushes it over Langston and sends it out of the zone. Riot's there, shorthanded, pokes it ahead. Now chasing after it, shorthanded, full strength now, and then throws it out towards. Reston's got it, and they throw it out towards the neutral ice. Now settled, can't quite get there. And now Reston's coming onside, battling for it as they enter the zone though. Puck squirts out behind our net on its edge. William approaches, comes into the slot, kicked at by Langston and off net. Now sent over to William to Dillon. Dillon's trying to settle the puck now, looking for an outlet pass. Sends it ahead to Riot. Riot can't quite settle the puck, gives it up, and now Reston has it in neutral ice. Going the other way, and swatting at a pass, met by Riot, and back out to neutral ice. Reston sends it back to their D to get regrouped here, and now they dump it in and onside. And Cohen's there, and he flicks it out and breaks his zone. Johnny's trying to center it, but can't. And now Reston's off sides, and that'll stop play. 7:31 to go in the period. And looks like right at the blue line for this face-off. Reston's up 2-0. Johnny, Zach, Geffen, Cohen, and Danny out there. Zach is taking the draw. Reston won the draw, but now a forecheck by Geffen's there, and they fling it back, puts us offside. Johnny's trying to get us back onside, and does. Dumps it in. Now settled by Reston in their defensive zone, and now they're skating with it behind the net. And here comes Zach on a forecheck. Put the brakes on to get it from Zach, and I'm going the other way. Johnny's approaching now. Throws it out to the blue line. Settled by Danny. Danny immediately dumps it back in. Loose puck now behind their net, and Reston settles the puck there. They fire it out, touched up by a Reston player, but into the high circle, and now pushes it towards net, but got disrupted by a defender, and now settled by Reston, going the other way, trying to break the zone, and they do, and then they pass it ahead, and now are onside, and got it on the forehand, sends it to a trailer through the slot, but didn't make that connection. Loose puck was back out towards the blue line, held in by Reston. They flick it back in now behind the net, bouncing puck, settled by Danny. Danny throws it off the boards over the far corner. And swatting at it was no contact. There was Johnny, now battling for it right at the red line. Now bouncing puck taken away by Reston. Reston turns around, going the other way. He made some changes there. And now Reston comes charging back in the zone, has it on a forehand, sends it into the, and scores on a one-timer. And that puts Reston up 3-0, 6:29 to go in the first period. Riot, John, Ellis, Chris, and Jackson. And controlled now by Reston. Reston flicks it ahead, but Chris is there and knocks it back towards neutral ice, and now it's settled by Ellis. Ellis is battling for the puck here at the red line. Now comes down with it, crosses the red line, sends it ahead to John, swipes at a pass, and goes in the zone. Now we're on side. Riot's down there. He's got battling for the puck now, and had to put the taken away on a back check by Reston. Reston flings it at another Reston player, and they have control of it. Intercepted though in the high slot by Ellis. Takes a shot. Goalie had to glove that, and that'll stop play. 6:02 to go in the period. Reston's up 3-0. The lines stay out there. Ellis is in the slot. Riot's taking the draw. John's against the, kind of behind Riot. They're now controlled by Reston. Reston settles the puck. They play over here at the near side. There's a Reston player there to meet it, but so is Ellis. Ellis is battling for it, tying him up on the board. They fire it out towards the blue line. Didn't touch anything, going all the way down. Now they're saying he did touch it. No icing. And Chris is going to go fetch this. Now settles it, pushes it out, chipped out of the zone by John, and head to Riot. Riot's in the 2-on-1 with Ellis. And it's going to wind up, take a shot from this. Hits the guy, Bully got a blocker on that, knocked it off goal. Now held in, though, by a forecheck by Ellis. And now he sends it through the crease. One-timer, and scores! To John. Ellis gets the assist. John gets the goal. Patriots strike back. 5:31 to go in the first period, making the score 3-1, Reston. Patriots showing a little life there. Z, Dillon, Yosef, Langston, and William. And controlled by the Patriots. Lost it though. Reston went down and flung it into our defensive zone. Going to be picked up by William. William's got it on a forehand now. Sends it over to Z. Z chips it out of the zone ahead of Yosef. Yosef's got it now and going to charge hard to the zone. Tries to split the D but can't. Now taken away by Reston going the other way. They get behind our D a little bit, and now it's a foot race. And Langston's going to get there first, and they send it out towards the boom line, chipped that by Z, but I'm taken away by Reston. Reston moves in a circle, shoots, misses the net to the right, but just barely, and now goes over to the far corner. Dillon's there to meet the puck, but so is the Reston player, and they're battling for it. Dillon's still pushing it towards the blue line. Now it squirts out, but Reston's there, and they bring it back offside. Let's see where this face-off comes. They're saying blue line, far side. 4:55 to go in the first period. Score is 3-1 Reston. Z taking this draw. Dillon and Yosef. And Stymie there. Now Dillon chipped it ahead for Yosef. And now battling for it, and they're offside. Yosef just got a little bit ahead of that puck, and that'll stop play. 4:47 to go in the first period. And they remain out there for another drop here. Z taking the draw. Yosef, Dillon, William, and Langston. Controlled by the Patriots. Williams got it. Sends it over here to the near side. Got touched up by Reston, though, and they're charging the other way. And Langston got there first, though. Sending ahead to Yosef. Yosef's on a 2-on-1. Going to wind up, take a shot, missed the left. It goes over to the far corner. Dillon's there and fires it back loose behind the net. And coming over the near side, Z is there to pick up the loose puck and does. Sends it out to Langston at the point. Langston's going to airmail this thing in. Goes on net. And goalie, we got an interference call on someone. I think Reston's going in the box for interference. And that's going to put the Patriots in a power play for 2 minutes. 4:25 to go in the first period. Patriot power play coming up. Okay, we got Riot, John, Ellis, Cohen, and Danny. Riot is taking the draw. Power play for the Patriots. Riot wins the draw, sends it back to Ellis. Ellis gonna wind up, take a slapper. Goalie got a big piece of that, goes into the near side corner. Riot's there, chips it back to Ellis. Ellis gonna immediately chip back into Riot and fighting for the puck though. Comes in and goes into the slot, backhand, scores! Power play goal for the Patriots. Makes the score 3-2 Reston. 4:13 to go in the first period. Patriots are charging back into this game. That line is finding the back of the net here early. Zach's out there now with Gethin, Johnny, Danny, and Cohen. Zach taking the draw. And controlled by Reston. They bring it back to their D, and they flick it ahead towards the red line. They're settled there by Reston. Reston's getting out of their zone outside. Cohen meets him, but goes into the spot, takes a shot, scores. Split RD there and found the top corner. And that makes the score 4-2 Reston. Stoppage of play, 4:03, first period. And controlled by Reston. Back checked away by Gethin, though. Now comes over here to the near side. Reston's got it, settles it, looking for a pass. Ends up, Johnny's there, intercepted at the red line. Fires a shot, bouncing puck. Goalie had to get a piece of that, and he went over to the far corner. Goes out towards the point. There's a Reston player to meet it. And now looking to break the zone. They send it across ice here, and now come on side. And now they got a trailer. He's going to want to take a shot. Hit the bar. Goes all the way out, though. It did not go on net. Excuse me, hit the bar. Did not go in. Goes over to the far side. Now settled by Reston and neutralized. Reston's way offside. We'll see where this comes. They're staying all the way down. That was grossly offsides. 3:32 on that stoppage of play. Offensive zone faceoff coming for the Patriots. Chris is out there with Jackson. Ellis, Riot, John sets up in the slot. Riot taking the draw. And controlled by, hit the referee. Now Reston fires it deep behind their own net. John's going to go down there and get it. Got a Reston player all over him, takes the puck away, but loose puck now. Swatting at it was Ellis. Ellis got on a forehand. Now takes a shot. Redirected into the corner, and now over here to the near side. Reston's there, but met by Riot with a collision. Sends it into, takes a one-hander, scores! Backhanded! Nice teamwork there. Well, that line is really making it happen right now. Puts the score back to 4-3. Reston. 3:12 to go in the first period. Lots of scoring here. Patriots are not giving up. And a little bit of celebration. Going to delay the next puck drop. John, Ellis, Riot, Chris, and Jackson. Controlled by the Patriots. Jackson's going to go fetch the puck to the blue line. Flicks it ahead, goes off in the sweater of a Reston player. Now he has it on a forehand down the long side of the board. Puts the break on, fires a shot, goes off the side of the net. Jackson goes and gets it. It misses the puck. Now Reston has it. They fire it into the crease. Tries a one-timer, baseball bat style, missed it. Over to John. John's got it out. Fires it ahead, got intercepted by a Reston player. Now Reston settles it at the red line. Poked at by Riot, comes back into our offensive zone. But back out to Reston, and now chipped ahead, and now Riot's got it on the back check, though, and now got smeared into the boards, lost the puck. Reston's got it, fires across ice, but Chris is over there. Bouncing puck's on, spinning like a top. He dumps it in, and now we're onside. We're changing, though. Riot's coming off, getting replaced by Z. And now Reston pushes the puck back towards the point. Chris steps up to try to hold his zone. It does, goes down, though. Z's right behind him, though, and picks up the puck. John's got it, sends it into the slot. Ellis is there on a backhand, sends it over to John. Goes on net, goal's got to cover that, and that'll stop play. 2:22 to go in the first period. Reston's up 4-3. Offensive zone faceoff coming here for the Patriots. Dylan, Yosef, Z, William, and Langston. Dylan's going to set up in the slot. Controlled by Reston. Reston's got it now behind the circle. They fire it over here to the near side boards, coming out towards the blue line. And now they cleared the zone, and now picked up by Dylan. Dylan's looking for a pass, and now skating it into neutral ice. Sends over to William, but really quick there, and now picked up by Reston, going the other way. Reston's got it on a forehand, but met in the corner by Dylan, and now comes out to Yosef. Yosef pushes it ahead, can't quite handle it, out towards the high slot, and swatting at it, trying to clear the zone, but now Langston goes and gets this, pushes it on a forehand, hits a couple of players, now held in by Reston, now cleared out of the zone by Langston. Langston's going the other way on a 3-on-1, and making the move into the slot, over to Yosef. Yosef throws it on net, big loss, loose in front of the net, now it's a battle for it, still loose in the bottom of the circle. Now picking it up now is Dylan. Dylan pushes it down to Z. Z's got it behind that, looking for a wraparound, stuffs it, and it doesn't go, and I think we're going to have to blow the whistle, and that'll stop play. 1:33 to go in the period. No goal. Goalie somehow kept that out. I don't know how he did. He sealed the edge and went backwards into the net, but kept it out. All right, we're going to get some fresh legs out there. Johnny, Gethin, Zach, Danny, and Cohen. Zach is taking the draw. Johnny sets up on the slot. Controlled by Reston. Reston's got it now, trying to break the zone. They do. They send it out. Intercepted by Cohen right as they left the zone, though, and now picked up again by Reston. Bouncing puck in neutral ice, settled by Reston. Reston trying to get back outside, and they do. Now they fire a shot, goes off a defender, bouncing into the corner. Trying to get it is Zach. Fires it out here to the near side, but it went off of a Reston player into the slot. They swatted at it, tried to get it in net, but they couldn't. Throws it up in the air, knocked down by a hand, and now this could go icing. And they're saying no icing. I don't know. I got one referee saying icing and one waving it. No icing is the call. And now goes into the offensive zone. Poke checked away, though. Geffin's got it. It's going to wind up, take a shot. Got redirected off net by the goalie. Now Johnny sends it out. Goes into the crease, but there's just now hammered by Zach. He goes back deep. And now they fire it high off the glass. And now it's Cohen. Cohen chips it back in. And now over to Johnny. And now to Cohen chips it back to Geffen. Now loose puck here on the near side boards. Approaching his both teams. Now swatting at it and trying to hold the zone. Bouncing puck, leaves the zone. We're offside. Just less than 36 seconds to go in the first period. Offside's the call. It's going to come right here at the blue line. Patriots are down by 1 goal. Fresh legs out there. John, Riot, Ellis, Jackson, and Chris. Riot taking the draw. John sets up at center ice. And controlled by the Patriots. Flings it ahead, knocked away by the Reston, though, and now Chris has got it. Fires it over here, intercepted right at the red line by Reston, and that made him a couple moves in the high slot. Now they got behind, loose puck in the corner. They chip it into the crease, goes off the side of the net, and now picked up and now fired out towards the blue line. Met there by both teams, trying to clear the zone, goes it off a Reston player, and that goes over to the far corner. Still battling for it down there. Reston's got it, they send it into the circle, still, and out into the slot. Swats at attempt at a shot there, and now Kate's got to cover it, and that'll stop play. 10 seconds to go in the period. Another defensive zone faceoff coming for the Patriots. In the near circle here. They're going to stay out there for another drop. Riot, Ellis, John in the slot with Chris, and Jackson controlled by Reston out to the top of the circle, takes a shot, goes off net to the left. Kate got a pad on that, goes out to the point. They take another shot. It's hit a defender, now goes loose behind the net. Now settled by Reston. They have it behind the net, and that horns the end of the period. So after 1 period of play, Reston's winning 4-3. First intermission starts now.
lot of energy.
Well, it helps us because during the intermissions and stoppage of play, they crank the music. But if you know, Facebook, they don't like talking about music, but they go back to their song. It's like last night, they stopped us twice in the second period.
I actually stream on YouTube, so I don't have to deal with that.
They wanted Facebook.
Okay, we're going to be defending the right side of the screen to start the second period. Kate's still in net. We got Ellis, Riot, John, William, and Langston back on D. 15-minute periods. Patriots are down by 1 goal. And Reston's short another skater to start the period. That's odd. Okay, here comes the drop. Controlled by the Patriots. William got it now and makes some moves to get past and brings it onside. Gonna wind up, takes a shot. Goalie saw it though and gloves it, but then gets rid of it. And play continues. Wrap around him. Ellis lost the puck. Reston fires it out towards the blue line. Now settled by Reston coming out of the zone. They fired ahead. Got behind RD and now settles it. But there's Langston, knocked it away. Nice back check there. And now pushed out of can't quite clear the zone. Reston's got it on a forehand. They dump it in. Loose puck now on its edge. Langston's approaching, but so is Reston's forecheck. Bouncing puck goes over to the far side boards, and Reston has it. They send it in. It goes ricocheting off of Riot. Now settled by Ellis. Ellis makes a move to get away from that defender. Now goes across ice and chipped in by John. John's down there, but the puck's on its edge, and he's in the corner. And now he's got a trailer. Throws it into the crease. Goalie goes down to go reach for it, but can't get it. Now settled by Reston. Reston's going to fire out. Got touched up by Riot, trying to leave the zone. Now over to another Reston player, but Riot's there swatting at it, trying to slow him down. Pokes it away, and no call on that. It went down. The bench wanted a trip, but nothing. Now Reston's offsides. No, we got a penalty coming on Reston. I think he cross-checked him as he was playing the puck. William drew a penalty there. He was right at the blue line and got hit from behind. Cross-checking's the call on Reston. That's going to result in an offensive zone faceoff for the Patriots and a 2-minute power play. All right, I'm really confused. Everybody's at the wrong end of the ice. They're figuring that out. Here they come. 13:56 to go in the second period. Power play for the Patriots. I am super confused. Now they're saying blue line for this penalty face-off. All right. I'm not a referee. I'm just going to call what I see. Z, Dylan, Yosef, Cohen, and Danny are out there and controlled by Reston. They chip it in, but knocked out by Cohen. Sends it. Loose puck right in the high slot there. Trying to now bounces out to neutral ice. Reston's a little miscommunication there, and they fired towards the defensive zone. Now sent it ahead, but now picked off, knocked away, and Yosef's got it now. Power play for the Patriots. Yosef gets onside, chips it into Dylan. Dylan got behind, sends it on net, missed the net to the left. Loose puck comes here in the corner. Z's there trying to push it into Yosef. Lost the puck going into the circle. Yosef's got on a forehand. Sends it into the crease, but knocked off a defender. Dylan's going to go dig this out of there, but you got a couple players to go down. He's sitting on the puck. And now taken away by Reston, poked at by Yosef. Now loose puck in the corner. They fire it out towards the point. Stepping up is Cohen to hold the zone. Loose puck now against the boards. And Cohen's still battling for it down there. Replaces the point by Dylan. Now puck comes out. Now Z's there. And he's getting hooked, though, as he comes into the slot. Now picks up the puck there on the near side. Throws it off of the sweater of a Reston player. Now dumped in deep by Danny. Loose puck behind the net. Reston's going to get there, but so is Yosef. They send it out, but Z steps up and intercepts it. Now has it on a forehand. Skating with it. Sends it off the... Goes into the crease, but there's just Reston players there. And now they cleared the zone, and Danny's got to go settle this in neutral ice. 12:45 on a rolling clock. Danny sent it off a Reston player's shin guards and back into the offensive zone, but Reston's got control of it. Now they send it out and intercepted by Cohen at the red line. He's going to hammer it back in. We're back on side, and the puck's in deep and loose, but now it's settled by Reston. Reston got it on a forehand. Here comes Z on a forecheck. They throw it out towards the blue line. Can't hold the zone. It's going to go all the way down. They're saying he touched it. No, they're saying icing, and it's coming all the way back. And we're going to make some changes on that icing call. Johnny's out there with Zach Gethin, Jackson, and Chris on D. We got another 27 seconds to go on the power play for the Patriots. Zach takes the draw. Gethin's in the slot. And bouncing, knocked away, and now controlled by Reston. Reston's got it now behind their own net. Now they're skating with it on forehand. They fire it out towards the blue line. Jackson steps up and ties him up, but they clear the zone. Now loose bouncing puck goes across the red line and smeared into the boards and still tying him up. And he fires it off of something. It goes out to the middle of the ice and now knocked in by Reston. Reston's shorthanded in our defensive zone, and Zach's there, fires it over to the far side point, and now approaching is Gethin, and he's going to break the zone. Gethin makes a move to himself, but taken away by a Reston player. Kicked at it to try to take control. Now Reston's back to full strength. They dump the puck in, and now settled by Jackson. And Jackson circles on it, sends it ahead, touched up by Gethin, but can't handle it. Now goes over to the far side boards. And Reston's there. They fire. I didn't get a big piece of that. Bouncing puck goes right towards the bench there. Now settled by Gethin. Gethin makes a move to get away from that Reston player, and then dumps it in. Now settled by Reston in their defensive zone. But here comes Gethin on a forecheck, joined by Johnny. And they got it behind their net now, and looking to break the zone, and they shovel it out of there and over to another Reston player. And now Reston's got some speed on, getting met up by Jackson, and gets the puck loose, and now comes over to the near side. Chris sends it out towards the point, and now they hammered a shot on net. We got a player down, and it's a Reston player is injured in the corner. 11-14 on that stoppage of play. I'm curious where this faceoff's going to come. The player is rolling his head around. He appears to be okay. Coach is going to go check on him. He's getting up. And a round of applause for, looks like he's okay. We're saying it's a blue line for this face-off. No, they're going to be in, I don't know where this face-off's coming. They're pointing out of the zone. Okay, it's going to be at the blue line. And we are a little bit confused out there. So we got William and Langston, Ellis, Riot, and John. John's in the middle of the ice. Riot's taking the draw. 11-14 to go in the second period. Reston's up 4-3. And off the face-off, controlled by the Patriots, charging Ellis. Ellis makes some moves to get away from that Reston, and now goes into the zone. Got on the backhand, throws it on net. Goalie's got to go down and cover it, and that'll stop play. A few seconds ticked off the clock there. 11:04 to go in the second period. Offensive zone faceoff comes for the Patriots. They're going to stay out there for another drop. Ellis sets up in the slot. Riot taking his draw. Langston and Williams swap positions. And the referee's directing traffic over there. Controlled by Reston. They're up to draw. They throw it behind their own net. They're chasing after it. Ellis is going to get there first, I think. And then chips it. Goes off of a shin guard, a Reston player. Now Reston's going to settle the puck, looking to break the zone, and they do. They send it over here, intercepted by William, and now slow down. Williams got to get us on side. Got tangled up right at the blue line, but lost the puck, and now Reston controls it in the offensive zone for the Patriots. They ship it in to hot the circle. This could be icing. Icing's the call. It's going to come all the way back. 10:40 to go. Icing. We'll see if we make any changes there. Reston's going to make some changes. Patriots are going to stay out there for another drop. John sets up in the slot this time. Riot taking the draw. William and Langston. And Reston won the draw, and they're controlling the puck now in the circle. They're trying to clear out. Swatting at it was Ellis trying to slow him down. They sent it into the high slot and out of the zone. Williams there intercepted it, gets his back inside and dumps it in on the backhand. Loose puck now controlled by Reston. They fluck it. Didn't quite clear the zone. Ellis threw it in deep and intercepted by a Reston player. Reston's looking to send it out. Goes between another Reston player's legs, and Williams settles it, flicks it back in the offensive zone, but Reston immediately chips it back out to neutral ice. Now Williams there flings it in on a shovel pass over to Reston. Now they have it, and they chip it back out to neutral ice. Reston settling the puck right at the red line, getting met by Langston. They dump it in, gets behind our D a little bit, and it's a foot race. Riot's going to get there first and hammer this. Goes out towards the blue line and held in by Reston, though. They send it in the slot. Intercepted by William. Over to the high slot. Over to Ellis. Ellis cleared the zone. Out to neutral ice. Now settled by Reston as they go back in their defensive zone. But the forecheck's there. Bouncing towards our blue line. Swatting at it was Langston. Can't quite. Bounces a mile in the air. Bounces through the circle on its edge. Reston picks it up now. Heads it now behind our net. And looking to make present on forehand. Goes down. No call. Loose puck in the bottom of the circle down there. Now behind the net. And sends it over to the far side. There was a Reston player there, but couldn't quite make the connection. Now Reston picked it up, goes flying through the air, over the top of the net, off the glass. And now loose behind the net. Riot's there, trying to dig it out of there, but can't. Comes over to the near side. Yosef's there, pushes it towards the blue line, gets a big hit. We got a whistle coming. And it looks like it's on Yosef. Patriots are going in the penalty box for that one. I think we got matching penalties. Both players are going to go in the penalty box for this one. So we got we're going to go in it might be a 5-on-5, but we got one player each, some extracurriculars against the board over there. I know the referees are telling the players to get away. They're talking to the scorer's table right now. I'll put the camera on that so you can see it. We've got an elbow, and we got a roughing, and we got a high stick and something else. There's a bunch of hand waving. I don't know where this face-off's coming. They're saying over here at the blue line. So matching penalties. We got 5-on-5. Okay. There's no time on the board, so I think these are big penalties. Z's taking a draw with Ellis and Dillon. Now that Reston has it, they come over the back check though by Ellis, and now loose puck comes in the slot. Danny's down there with Cohen. Danny's going to go chasing after this puck, but so is Reston. Puck comes out of there. Reston's got it now, and they make a move. They throw it behind the net. Got met by Z in the corner, and now comes out towards the circle. Lost his edge trying to get to it. Now knocked back in by Reston. Back towards the top of the circle. Pushed that by Cohen. They take a shot on net. Ricochets around behind the net. Z's down there. Makes a move. Gets away from that forecheck. Now has it on a forehand. It's got some room. Pushes it ahead and across the ice to Dillon. Dillon's there, but getting met by two defenders and tied up and taken away by a back check by Reston. Reston turning around, going the other way. And they're going to be on side here. They're going to move it into the slot. Now into the circle. Moves it over to the trailer. Wide open net. And they were practicing that in the warm-up, and they just did it in the game to us. 5-3 Reston. 8:40 to go in the period. All right, Patriots are going to make some changes here. We got Johnny, Zach, Gethin, Chris, and Jackson. And controlled by Reston off the draw, and they throw it over to the far side. There's a Reston player there, chips it at another Reston player. Met at the blue line by Jackson, and now settled by Reston, still banging on it. Now loose puck, now settled by Reston. Chopped at by Johnny, though. Now puck's loose behind the net and fired over by Chris over here to the near side point. Reston steps up into the circle. Tries a shot on goal, got it redirected out of there by Chris, and now flung all the way down, and icing's probably going to be the call. Icing is the call, coming all the way back. 8:16 to go in the second period. Reston's up 5-3. Defensive zone faceoff coming in for the Patriots. No change in the lines. Zach taking the draw. Gethin sets up in the slot with Jackson, Chris, and Johnny. And controlled by Reston. Really try to take a shot on goal. Now playing with the puck though, down low, chipped away. Now Reston's got it. Throws it on net, goes off of Gethin. He had the sense to knock it over in the corner. And now Johnny's there swatting at it. Now Chris flings it out towards the point, but held in by Reston. Reston takes a shot, ricochets off a couple of skates, and goes over to the far side corner. Now meeting the puck is Reston. They try to get it out, and they're getting pushed down by Gethin. He closes his zone out to neutral ice. And now forechecking. Johnny's down there, and so is Gethin. And now Jackson joins the forecheck. Now comes in deep, and Chris is there, but so is a forecheck. Pushes it up towards the blue line, chipped at by, and now fired on net, hits the skate of Zach. Zach pushes it ahead to Gethin. Gethin pushes over here to the near side and can come into our defensive zone, but met by Reston. Reston fires it out, swatting at it, but couldn't get anything on it. Now it comes towards the neutralized or blue line, taken away by Chris. Chris pushes it ahead to Gethin. Gethin skating with it now, going to get us on side. Fires it in deep, and we're going to make some changes. Puck's over in the far side corner. Reston's there and left the puck down there though. Johnny stays out on the forecheck, pushes it out to the top of the circle. Chris is there, winds up, takes a shot, redirected, misses the net to the right. Now picked up by Reston. Reston's got it now, and they're pushing it into the circle, now into the high slot, and they clear it out over to neutral ice. There's a Reston player there trying to make a connection, and they do, saying onside. Comes over to the near side. Chris is there, but so is a Reston forecheck. They throw it out, and now goes all the way down, could be on net. Chasing after John, but so is the goalie. Bouncing puck. Can't do anything with it. Loose puck behind the net. We got a lot of players there. John's looking to do something with it. Sends it on net, but there's a Reston's player there, and they clear the zone. Williams shovels it back into the circle. Hammered at by Zach. Riot goes off of knees of a player, goes on net, and that'll stop play. Very scrambly there. We had some opportunities. Reston was changing, and we had three players down there, all in triangulation around the net, but we couldn't find the back of the net. 6:43 to go in the period. Reston's up by 2 goals. Riot, John, Ellis, William, Langston. Ellis sets up in the slot. And he's controlled by Reston. Reston chips it, goes off of John though. Shoveled back in by William over to Riot. Riot's got a loose puck on the side of that. Throws it in the crease. Oh, can't quite make the connection. Ellis comes out towards the blue line, and now back check and now out of the zone. Reston's going away on a 2-on-1. Williams back on defense. Kicking it around. He's got a trailer. Sends it over. Shot on goal, missed to the left. Now they still have it though, and now they send it to the crease. On top of that, and it went between Kate. I think we have They're saying no goal. The whistle went down and the puck trickled in behind Kate. The referee immediately waved it off and pointed to the circle. Reston players are not happy about that, but the referee emphatically said no goal. 6:21. Z's out there now with Dylan, Joseph, Jackson, and Chris. I got the George Mason band setting up over here, so make it loud. High slot, take a shot. Goes in, got redirected off net over to the near side corner. Jackson's there, sends it ahead to Joseph. Joseph's got it now, trying to clear the zone. Got a 2-on-2, getting joined by Dylan on the trailer. He's going to turn into a 2-on-3, sends it on net, but intercepted. Goes on net, goes now loose behind, sends it into the crease. Dylan's there, but can't quite handle the pass. Now poked at by Joseph, comes back out, knocks it away, has it on the backhand, brings it down in the circle, kicks at it, still has control, it goes down, no call. And now forecheck met by Z, and now squeezes the puck off, and now skirts into the corner. Dylan's down there, ricochets around, goes into the circle, now settled by Reston. Reston fires it out of the zone. Out to neutral ice, chasing after it is the Patriots. It's Dylan and Chris. Chris settles the puck now, and now Reston's forecheck is coming on play. Goes out towards Joseph. Joseph chips it out towards the blue line, swatting at him, it goes out of the zone. Now chasing on a forecheck is Z and Joseph. And met it, right, goes out of play, no call, and now it's back to neutral ice. And hand pass by Reston, but no call there. Now pushed off sides by the Patriots. Joseph sends it over to Dylan. Dylan's going to try to charge in, knocks it in, avoids that check, sends it to try to center it there to Joseph, but there was a defender in the way. So as battling for the puck now. Has it on a forehand, getting smeared in the boards though, and now joined by Z. Z helps him out, takes the shot, goes through the crease, directed off the net by the goalie over here the near side. Joseph's got it, and makes the move to get away from that back check, comes out towards here, and now comes into neutral ice. And now chasing after it's Chris. He's got a couple forecheckers on him, clears it out and over to Joseph. Joseph pushes it himself, chips it over to, or offside. It's unfortunate because we had a great scoring opportunity there, and Gethin, the referee's yelling at our Patriots. That's not good. Not happy referee yelling at Z. I don't know what that was all about. But okay, we've got Johnny, Zach, Gethin, and Reston wins the draw. Goes in now, forecheck by Zach, comes out to Johnny. Johnny intercepts it, flicks at it, but didn't do anything with it. Now out there, Cohen and Danny are on D. Now still battling for it, comes out to himself. Cohen chips it ahead for Johnny. Johnny's got it, dumps it in, and now it's loose behind the net. Chasing after their Reston and a forecheck by Gethin. They send it over to the near side. Johnny was there and sends it over to Gethin. Gethin throws it into the crease, knocked away by the defenders. Now has it on a forehand, flicks it on net, loose it in the top of the slot, comes out of the higher in the slot, now goes over the corner. Johnny's down there, he's gonna go fetch his puck, he's got a Reston all over him. And now battling for it, now taken away by Reston. And Zach's there trying to slow him down. Gethin swats at it, knocks it away. Reston still has control of the puck though. And now they have it on a forehand. They send it out of the zone, going all the way down. It's a foot race, going the other way. Chasing after it's Danny and a forecheck by Reston. He meets him before he gets to the end line. And now fires a shot on net, loose puck in front of the net. Kate's down to the butterfly, knocks it away, takes another shot, goes off the, miss everything, goes over to the near side. And now takes another shot, goes off a skate. And now behind the net, loose puck, Reston's there to settle it. And now brings it over to the near side, sends it intercepted by Gethin at the top of the slot. Gethin's going the other way on a 1-on-3, turning into a 1-on-5, then just dumps it in and chases after it. And we're gonna make some changes. Gethin's there, but so's the forecheck. Zach meets him, and now loose puck in the corner. Zach's still battling for it, pushing it and getting smeared into the, kicks at it, knocks it loose now, getting over collected by Reston. Reston's got it now, skating with it. Looking to clear the zone, they fire it out. They find a Reston player streaking, going the other way. He got behind our defense, winds up, takes the shot, missed the net. Got fortunate there. Williams settles the puck now, looking for a pass. We got, I don't know what happened here. We got too many men on the ice. And there was a player that fell down by the crease. We got several penalties here, I think. I saw too many, but then we had a Reston player who looks like they got tripped near the goal. We'll see how they sort this all out here. I don't see anybody in the box. I think Sean is coming off the ice and going into the penalty box. So I think we have a trip on Patriots, but then no too many, so I don't know what's going on. We're shorthanded though, and we're waiting for the clock to get set. 3:20 to go in the second period. Reston is up 5-3. Patriots on a penalty kill for 2 minutes. Riot's taking this draw, and Ellis is there and takes it and not trying to clear the zone. It does. Short-handed going the other way. He's going on a one-on-one. Going to turn into takes a shot from a mile out. Redirected off the net by the goalie. And now loose puck. Now forechecking is Riot. Riot's we were trying to do something. They throw it out to the high slide. They clear the zone. Going the other way. Chasing after it is William and Langston. And William's going to go fetch this. Puts it on a forehand and lost the puck though. And now chipping at it, pushing it out and towards the blue line. And now lost the puck. Goes into the slot. High slot. The Reston sends it back. Tipped away out of the zone by Ellis. And that puts Reston offsides. And we're going to make some changes. Chris and Jackson are out there on D. Ellis and Ryder are going to stay out there. Another minute and a half to kill in this penalty. 2:50 to go in the period. And Reston wins a draw. Nearly coming in the zone. Taken away on a back check though by Ellis. Onto the red line. And now set up by Ellis is still harassing him out there. Now comes into the defensive zone. And shipped that by Riot. Now clears the zone. Reston's offside. And they're trying to get back onside. They recognize they're offside. Now they get back onside. And charging it, chipped at by Jackson at the end of the zone. And now loose puck right at the blue line. And chipped out by valiant effort there by Riot. Now another minute and 5 to go in this penalty kill. Now the puck comes into the zone. Jackson's there trying to shovel it out of there. Goes to Reston. Reston has on a forehand. Takes a shot. Misses to the left. Comes over the near side. Chris jumps it out towards the blue line. Intercepted by Reston. They bring it into the circle. Slows it out. Takes a shot. Missed that. One-time opportunity. Goes over to the far side board. Reston fires a shot from the point. Misses the net to the right. Comes over to the near side boards. Approaching Reston. They have it on a forehand. Sends it on back to the top of the circle. Swatting at it. It's Dylan. Now ties them up. And we have a whistle. Got a trip coming on the Patriots. It was a delayed penalty, and the Reston goalie almost got all the way off the ice there. So we're going to be in a 5-on-3 for 40 seconds. Jackson, Chris, Dylan to kill the 5-on-3. 2 minutes to go in the period. Dylan's coming off, replaced by Yosef. So Yosef, Chris, and Jackson to kill the 5-on-3. You got 40 seconds of a 5-on-3 here. And controlled by Reston out to the top of the circle. They send it out to the high slide. Can't hold the zone. Goes out of the zone. Chasing on a forecheck is Yosef. And throws it up. And now back on side is Reston. And Chris is going to go fetch his puck and has it behind the net. And fires it out towards the blue line. And can't clear the zone, but Yosef does. And now short-handed 5-on-3. Yosef goes into the zone. He's going to make a move on the defense. Puts us on net. Goes in. Unbelievable. Short-handed 5-on-3. Score. 1:37 to go in the period. Patriots double short-handed. 17 seconds still in the 5-on-3. Yosef's on fire. They're going to stay out there. Chris, Jackson, Yosef, controlled by Reston off the draw. Reston set up the puck over here to the near side, over to the center ice. Now they're going to get onside, kind of split our D, and now they make a move towards the far side. Chris is there, slowing him down. They send it out to the point. Point takes a shot, redirected off net, it goes over it, and now Reston's there, and they send it out, and they missed it. They go all the way down, and they did that to themselves, so no chance of icing here. Reston's goalie plays it, comes out towards the blue line. Joseph's there on a forecheck. They chip it out, going the other way, and now we're in a 5-on-4 for a minute 10, and now back check here by Jackson, lost the puck, and fired out towards the blue line. Chris, it hit something weird. I think the doors for the Zamboni. Now set up by Dylan. We're still short-handed here. Dylan dumps it in, and it's no chance of icing because we were on the correct side of the red line there, and a little less than a minute to go in the period. Jackson, Yosef fires a shot, goes a mile in the air over to the near side board, set up by Reston, and Dylan's there and smears him off the puck, and Chris is trying to hold his own. Now the puck's out to neutral ice, and Reston's got it, but now approaching is Danny, trying to slow him down. They have it on a forehand. Takes a shot, goes off of Z in the corner now, and now it's shoveled out towards the blue line, and now there's no over here at the near side point, and another 30 seconds. The rest of this period essentially is a power play for Reston. He comes in the slot, now intercepted and taken away by Chris. Chris fires, this could be icing. It's going to come all the way back. We're a little scrambly there, probably a good call. 19 seconds and a half on the clock, 19 seconds on the penalty kill for the Patriots. So essentially the rest of this period is going to be a power play for Reston unless they score. And the score is 5-4 Reston. So Z is taking this. He's got Ellis, Cohen. It goes over to Cohen. Patriots control the draw. Cohen takes it behind our net, fires it out towards the point. And there's Ellis, knocks it out of his zone. Short-handed going the other way, but now settled by Reston. Forecheck by Patriots is still there, knocked away by Z. Z still, and we got a Loose puck in neutral ice. Now settled by Reston. Going the other way. Reston's going to be onside here. Brings it into the slot. Dumps it in. Now loose puck and ricochets, and that'll be the end of the period. So after 2 periods of play, the score is 5-4 Reston. Second intermission begins now. All right, that horn is the end of the second intermission. Third period getting ready to start. We're going to be defending the left side of the screen for this period. To start the third period, John, Riot, Ellis, Langston, and William. Kate is still in net for us. And that power play is over, so full strength now for the Patriots. Riot's taking the face-off. Controlled by the Reston. Reston's got it now, and now forecheck no by Ellis. Ellis got a piece of that, and knocked it over and intercepted by Riot. Riot's got it to Ellis. Ellis is getting battled for, now lost the puck and getting tied up by Reston. Reston chips it at another Reston player. Back towards William. William chips at it, knocks it over. Still loose puck now, and now settled by Reston. Coming in the zone, swatting at it, knocking away, goes off a bunch of skates, and going to go on net. Kate had to go play that and chip it into the corner. Now Reston's got it. They send it into the high slot. Then intercepted by Ellis and out towards the blue line, but can't quite clear the zone. Now into the circle. Williams down there battling for it. Reston's got it, but now getting joined by Ellis. And still battling for it. Pushes it out into the high slot. Now intercepted by Riot. Riot's got some room now. He's going to break the zone. Going the other way. Skating with it. Getting slapped at by the lost his stick. And now we got a penalty coming. And now puck comes out of the zone. I think we have a shorthanded still controlling it. We were on a delayed penalty. And now it comes going to get touched up by Reston, and that'll stop play. Kate couldn't quite get off the ice fast enough to get an extra attacker out there, but we had I think it was a hold. We'll see what the referee says. I can't see. The referee's got his back to me, but it was a penalty on, it's a hook. Hooking on Reston, 14:04 to go in the third period. Patriots are down by a goal, but this is a power play for us for 2 minutes. Z's out there, Joseph, Dylan, Chris, and Jackson. Z is taking the draw. Joseph sets up in the borderline high slot area, and Dylan's against the boards. They got the penalty on the board now, and here comes the draw. And controlled by Reston. Reston brings it behind their net, but the forechecking stairs by Z, and now the puck squirts out. Joseph's going to go get this, chips it back to Z, but there's a Reston player there. Z's going to push it towards the near side. Still battling for it, has it on the backhand now. Sends it over to Joseph, but there's a Reston player on. Joseph shoots it back into Z. We got to get something going here. Brings it behind the net. Makes a couple moves. Tries to wrap around. Tries to stuff. Takes another shot. And now they blow it dead. I think the goalie got a glove on top of that, and that'll stop play. 13:46 to go in the period. The power play continues for another minute 42. We're going to stay out there for another drop. And controlled pitches. Joseph winds up, takes a shot, missed the net to the left, goes over the top, and over to controlled by Reston. Reston's got it now. Send it out towards the high slot, and now they're going to break the zone, going the other way. And put some speed on, and Chris is trying to slow him down. Brings it on a forehand. Got a piece of that, knocked it into the corner. Dylan goes and chips it ahead to Joseph. And now Joseph's got it, skating, trying to break the zone. Puck comes out, and now out towards, now met there, and now Reston's going to bring it in. We've got a big collision right at the boards. Now they've reflected it. This could be icing. No icing's called. No, here they go. They blew it dead. Coming all the way back, there was some collisions happening right in front of the score box there. And power play continues for another minute 14 for the Patriots. 13:18 to go in the period. John sets up in the slot. Riot taking the draw. Ellis sets up behind Riot. And we got Danny and Cohen. And controlled by Reston. Lost the puck though. Ellis is going to go wind up. Takes a shot. Got redirected off net by the defenders. Now picking it up as John trips over to the near side. Ellis is there. Throws it towards the crease. Got knocked away by a defender. Now back checking though is Riot trying to slow it down, but he lost his zone. Flung back in there by Danny, and loose puck now behind the net. Picked up by Reston. Reston's got it on a forehand. Looking to clear it out. Intercepted by Ellis. Nice forecheck there. And then takes a hard hit there to hold that in though, and now it comes out towards the other blue line. Stepping up is Danny. Danny chips it into John. John's got it there. Sends it into the slot. Knocked away though. Well, stepping up is Cohen. Cohen hammers a shot. Redirected. Oh, and goalie got a big piece of that and stopped it, and that'll stop play. Nice redirect there by Riot. Down, but the goalie was in position and picked that up. 38 seconds left in the power play for the Patriots. 12:42 to go in the period. They're going to stay out there for another drop. John sets up in the slot. Riot taking the draw. Controlled by Reston over there to the near side boards. Reston skating with it now. Also poaches on a forecheck. Back, knocks it away. Takes a shot. Goalie got a piece of that, but didn't get all of it. Now the puck's loose behind the net, and it's settled back here. Now squirts out to the far side corner. Reston's there and he's going to settle it and bring it on a forehand. Chips ahead to another Reston player, goes off a skate and out to neutral ice. Now settled by Danny. Danny fires it ahead, goes into our offensive zone, but Reston's there to meet it and they dump it. And we're changing. And now Cohen's got to go get this and now sends it over to the near side. Ellis is there, settles the puck. Now pushes it ahead to John. John settles it, flings it in deep, and now it's a foot race. We're going to change. John's going to stay out there with Riot on a forecheck. Comes out to the point. Langston's there, holds the zone, and he lost his zone. Goes out, now Gethin's there, and now we got a Reston player coming out of the box, so the power play is over. Riot's going to bring us onside, though. Brings it on a backhand into the near side circle. Lost the puck, sends it back out towards William at the point. William hammers a shot, misses to the right. Reflects out towards the other point. Langston steps up and shovels it in on a backhand. Comes over to the near side, and now we're saying high stick. Got to let the other team touch it, and they do, and now it comes out towards the blue line and clears the zone, and Williams there to meet him, but can't slow him down. Now, Reston gets onside, makes a couple more moves, sends it into the trailer in the crease, but missed the pass behind him. John's there to pick it up, trying to clear the zone. They do. Reston's way offside now, and bouncing puck at neutral ice. Shipped that by Gethin, but can't do much with it. Now settled by Reston. Reston pushes it back into our defensive zone, chasing after it, shoveling it out of there, and we got a penalty coming, and it looks like it's on the Patriots. And Reston has control of the puck behind our net. Met by William, bouncing puck. Now swatting at it was Zach, and we touch it up, and that'll stop play. Reston almost had an extra attacker out there on that delayed penalty. I'm not sure what this penalty is, but it's on Zach. I think it's a trip. Interference is the call. 11:07 to go in the period. Patriots are down by a goal. Penalty kill coming up here for the Patriots for the next 2 minutes. To kill this is Chris, Jackson, Dylan, and Yosef. Dylan is taking the draw. Yosef sets up in the slot, controlled by Reston on top of the circle. They take a shot, redirected off net by Chris. Goes over to Jackson. Jackson fires it out towards the blue line. Chopping at it though is Yosef. Yosef trying to clear his zone but can't. Yet Reston keeps it in. And now into the top of the circle. Now into the high slot. And swatting at it, goes over to the other point. Takes a shot from there, redirected off net by Kate. Goes over to the near side, chipped at it, and intercepted by Chris. Chris shovels it on the backhand towards the Dylan. And now clears the zone out to shorthanded to Joseph. Joseph charging into the way on a 1-on-3. Makes the move to get away from that. But now Dylan can't do anything on the back check, and now controlled by Reston going the other way. Chris trying to catch up. Reston brings it onside, got behind our D-bit. Net by Jackson. Comes over on a trailer. Intercepted though by the defense. Loose puck now. Joseph's there and picks it up. Now going the other way. Skating hard to get away from the back check by Reston. Reston's at a 1-on-2 trying to split the D. Lost the puck at the end of the zone, but kept the zone. Now the puck comes into the circle and shipped that by Reston, and they're going to clear the zone. Making a move there, and now out to neutral ice, going the other way. And they're onside now, looking for a trailer. Send it across ice. There's a trailer there, makes the connection, shoots. Kate was in position, though, and got a piece of that. Now the puck comes out the top of the circle on the far side, into the slot, intercepted by Chris. Chris settles the puck, throws it off with Joseph, and now the puck comes into our... We're going to make some changes here. Reston's going to pick up the puck in their defensive zone. We got a complete change out there now. Reston gets back onside. We got Danny, Jackson, Ellis, and Zach are out there now to continue this penalty kill for another 39 seconds. Reston dumps it in and hit a couple players, and it goes in deep now, but met by Jackson in the corner. He pushes the puck over to the near side, and now met... It's Z down there. Danny. Now the puck comes squirting out to the far side center. Reston's got it. They send it into the crease. Knocked out of there by Danny. Goes out to the high slot. And Ellis is there poking at it, trying to slow him down. Brings him to the circle. Pushes him into the slot, but it hit a couple players and stuck to them. And now Kate's going to cover this. And that'll stop play. 14 seconds left in the penalty kill. 9:21 to go in the period. Patriots are down by 1 goal. The score is 5-4 Reston. Some more changing. Defenders are going to swap out. We got Cohen and Danny out there now. Riot and Ellis. Riot's taking a draw. Ellis sets up on the slot with Cohen. Controlled by the Patriots. Danny's there. Throws it ahead. Goes off with Riot's sweater. Pushed it ahead though. Riot's got control of it now. Going the other way short-handed. And got smeared into the boards. Lost the puck. Riot's and now pushed ahead by Reston. Reston's going to try to enter the zone. They do. And pushing over to the far side circle. Makes a move to get away from that. Takes a shot. Goes over the top of the net. And over to the near side. And now coming over to meet it is Ellis. Which chips it out of the zone. Puts Reston offside. They got to settle the puck at neutral ice. They send it ahead to get on back onside. And they do, but it got knocked right back out of there by the Patriots, and they're battling for the puck right at the blue line. Now comes into the slot, and under the high circle, chasing after his Riot, getting joined by Ellis. Sends it ahead to Ellis. Ellis going to enter the zone, going to wind up, take a shot from the blue line. Goalie saw that, covers it, and that'll stop play. Power play's over, even strength now for the Patriots. 8:40 to go in the third period, still down by a goal. Fresh legs out there for the Patriots. William, Langston, John, Riot. Ellis is coming off and not being replaced. We're short a skater right now. I'm not sure what's going on. Okay, Dylan's going out there. Okay, I don't know if he's going to drop the puck as we're coming into the zone. Okay, controlled by Reston. Now they're going the other way hard and skating crossing the red line. Smeared into the boards by William and put him off sides. Nice job there defensively. Didn't actually consummate the hit, but slowed him down and put the rest of the team off sides. 8:32, neutral zone faceoff coming. Langston and William are out there. Dylan, Joseph, Z. Dylan sets up at center ice. Z taking a draw. Joseph against the boards. Reston controls it, but Joseph's there on a forecheck. Poking at it right here at the blue line. Chipping at it over to Joseph. Joseph's got it now. Going to try to enter the zone. Getting swatted at. Gets behind the D. Pushes into the slot. Loose puck now. Goalie chips it away, but Joseph's there. Sends it into the crease. Loose puck in front, and they stopped it. Goalie got a piece of that, covered it, and that'll stop play. Clock continues to run. I don't know if that's intentional or not. Now the clock stops. 8:08 to go in the period. Z's out there. Joseph, Dylan, William, and Langston continue. The referee's talking something over. Now controlled by Reston. Goes down behind the net, but the forecheck with Z is there. Meets them, and now puck scoots out behind the net. Chasing after Joseph. Joseph goes and settles. Looking for a pass. Sends it to the crease. Tipped away by the defender. Dylan goes and gets this. Looking for a pass. Sends it out to William at the point. William immediately sends it back into Dylan. Dylan skating with it now in the circle. Down into the slot. Winds up. Takes a shot. Goalie knocks it down. Knocked away by the defense. Goes out towards the far side boards. There's a Reston player there skating with it now and trying to put some speed on and get behind us. And now met by a couple players, including Langston. And now speared into the boards. Got a penalty coming. And touched up by the Z.
I'll do that now.
And the penalty's on Dylan or Langston. I'm not 100% sure. I think it's on Langston. Player got shook up on that. He's now getting up on his own, but the coach is almost out there. Still taking a knee. Might get a little breather here. 7:40 to go in the period. Pitchers are going to be in a penalty kill for the next 2 minutes. We're down by a goal. And it looks like we're going to stay out there. Joseph, Dylan, Z, and William. And the coach is tapping his head. I'm not sure if that means they need medical assistance or concussion protocol. All right, the player's making his way off the ice and fist bumping people. Penalty kill for the Patriots here. Let's see who's going to set up to kill this. We need to get another defender out there. It's just William right now. We're short one skater. I guess Z's going in the box. We got two players in the box here. Langston and Z are in the box. It's Jackson, Riot, Ellis, and William to kill this. And we got Z and Langston in the box. Referees are still talking it over the scorer. 7:40 to go in the third period. We're down by a goal and we're in a penalty kill. And the doors to the penalty box are closed. Referees, I don't know what's going on. Coach is tapping his head. Now we're going to get a face-off. Riot's taking the draw. Reston controls the face-off, comes out to their point. And they send it into the slot, intercepted by William. William pushes it towards the high slot, sends it ahead to Ellis. Ellis has got it now. He's going to take a shot from a mile out. Goalie got to give up a rebound. Now settled by the defenders. And Reston's got it, but a forecheck of Riot's out there and ships it away. Now settled again by Reston, but here comes Ellis on a forecheck. They send it out towards the point. Williams steps up, holds his own, throws it in, redirected, loose puck in front. Now over to Ellis. Ellis takes a shot, misses wildly high to the left. It goes off the boards and now settled by Reston. Reston ships it out of the zone. We're short-handed here, and now he's going to bring it into the zone. Got it on the backhand. Goes on net, and Coach got to cover that. Knocked it out of there, though, and now back out to the top of the circle. They send it across ice, went off on a skate of a Reston player, now hammered by and clears the zone, and now they're saying no icing, saying you touch it, plus the puck's going to stop anyway. Forecheck here by Ellis continues on a short-handed, and Ellis is all over him down there, and the puck's stuck on the boards, now picked up by Reston. Reston's got it, 6:44 on the rolling clock. Dillon gets involved on the forecheck, can't slow him down. A minute to go on the penalty kill for the Patriots. Reston charges in onside. Intercepted by Dillon as they try to center that. Dillon kicks at it to himself, and now chips it out. Can't quite clear the zone now. Jackson pushes it out, and Reston collects themselves. They neutralize to get settled and regrouped, and now they're going to charge back in onside. We're making some changes there. Reston comes in the zone, got on a forehand in the circle, sends it to a trailer, missed the pass, that got tipped by Danny over to Yosef. Yosef still going on the zone, short-handed, takes a shot, big rebound, comes into the near side circle, picked up by Reston, chasing after Yosef though, swatting at it, knocks it away. Yosef's battling for the puck down there, now puts it on the backhand, heads it in the top of the circle, now in the slot, takes a shot, redirected, but not anything on it. The goalie saw it and covered it, and that'll stop play. 6 minutes to go in the third period, 20 seconds left in the penalty kill for the Patriots, but an offensive zone, shorthanded face-off coming. We're down by a goal. Dillon, Yosef, Cohen, and Danny are out there. Dillon's taking this draw, and controlled by Reston. Reston's going to take it behind their net, and skating with it now, looking to break out. And here comes Yosef on a forecheck, trying to slow him down. They clear the zone out to neutral ice, going the other way. And they're onside. They make a move. They got to take a shot here. Miss the net to the right. Goes out towards the point. Bouncing puck. And now meeting it is Reston. They dump it back in. There's a Reston player there to receive the pass, but can't quite handle it. Throws it through the slot. Comes out towards the other point. Held in by Reston. Reston almost lost his zone there. Swatted at a one-timer over to the near side boards. And now Yosef's there to pick up the loose change. And chipping at it, comes out towards the blue line. Z sends it ahead to Dillon. Dillon's in a one-on-one with one Reston player. Makes the move to get behind him. Puts it on the backhand to a trailer and Z. Z sends it over to Dillon. Dillon sends it into the crease, but knocked away by a defender. Dillon's got it. Sends it over to Z. Z's looking for pass. Sends it back to Dillon. Dillon tried to center it, but got hit off a skate of a Reston player. Comes out towards the point. Now top of the circle, swatting at it. Still loose, bouncing in the circle. Now picked up by Yosef. Yosef's got on a forehand, charging towards the net. Takes a shoot. Scores! Ties the game with 5 minutes left. Unbelievable. What a crazy angle he had that happen. He found the top corner on the far side. He tied it up. Oh, we're going to have some fresh legs out there. We got 5:05 to go in the third period. Tie score now. John, Riot, Ellis, Chris, and Jackson now controlled by Reston. They're swatting at it, trying to take a shot from the top of the circle. Kate reached up and pulled that out of the air. It was kind of a change-up shot, and she got a hold of it, and that'll stop play. 5 minutes even to go in the period. Defensive zone face-off coming. They're going to stay out there for another drop. And quick drop there, goes off from a couple of players and clears the zone out to neutral ice. Now settled by Reston. Reston's offsides, and they realize that. They dump it back in. Jackson's there to meet it, but lost the puck. Ricocheted off a couple other players, goes out to neutral ice. Reston's still offside. Reston lost their edge and went down, but they dumped it in. Now Chris is there and chips it out of the zone. And now settled by Riot, trying to kick it, but back checked away by Reston. Now comes in onside, Ellis, and taken away by Reston. Now Met there, though, on the boards, and now squeezes it, and the puck's stuck down there. There's 5 players digging on the puck, and they finally still held in there pretty tight. 4:28 on a rolling clock comes out. Jackson's there, shovels it ahead, now to Ellis. Ellis going to go get this on a forehand. Tries to take a shot, but got deflected away by the defense, comes it in the near side, and now throws it on net. Goalie just hops it away, but back there's John. John throws it in, backhand. Wow, one-time opportunity. The goalie got that. I don't know how he did. I was getting ready to celebrate a goal there. It was a one-time backhander to Ellis. Ellis chopped at it. Goalie got down on the butterfly and covered it somehow. I don't know. Tie score, 4:12 to go in the period. Offensive zone face-off coming for the Patriots. Dillon, Z, Yosef, William, and Cohen. Z is taking the draw. And stymied on the face-off, and now controlled by Reston, but taken away by Yosef. Yosef charges into the slot. Shoots, goes off the top of the net. I think goalie got a blocker on that. Dylan throws it out towards the point, and now intercepted by Reston, going the other way and skating hard. Met by William though, and chopped out and lost the puck, but Reston's back on side. Back check though, and now back out to neutralize. Puck's going the other way. Chasing after is Joseph. Yeah, he's got some speed on. Brings it on a forehand, lost it on a, and still has control of the puck though. Trying to center it. There's two Reston players down there, and now Z's down there battling for it, and so is Joseph trying to catch up, knocks it away. Reston's down there. They shovel it out towards the blue line and trying to clear it. Swatting at it was Dylan, and now they clear the zone, going the other way. And now it's Reston taken away by Cohen. Flicked ahead by Dylan over to Z. Z fires it in, intercepted by Reston right at their blue line. They send it in to the red line, and now intercepted by Cohen. Cohen got picked up on a back check though by Reston and chipping at it. Cohen chips it ahead, and we're onside, but Reston collected the puck there and now sends it ahead. And now it comes into our defenses though, but Williams there, chipping in, pushing it ahead. And now Reston settles the puck in neutral ice and made some changes there. John's out there now, and they'll bring it over to the far side, and Cohen gets in the face, comes over, missed the one-time opportunity here to the near side circle. Reston settles the puck, goes off of William. Now Williams battling for the puck, squirts out. Ellis is there, pushed it out towards the blue line, but it hits a skater as it left the zone, now out to neutral ice. Reston's got it, trying to clear it, enters it back in. Z comes off, replaced by Riot. Comes over to the near side, Riot steps right on the ice and takes control of the puck. And now crosses the red line. Ellis is out there in a trailer and got some speed on, but on a backhand. And knocked away by the Reston defender. Swats at a pass though, now approaching is John on a forecheck. Puck comes out to the far side point, swooping in is Danny, and got knocked away by a Reston player. Now settled by Reston and trying to clear the zone. And they do it, ricochet off, we're offside. And that'll stop play. 2:23 to go in the period. Neutral zone face-off coming. They're gonna stay out there for another drop. John, Ellis, Riot, Chris, and Danny. 2:23. Controlled by Reston off the drop, and now they're going to throw it out to neutral ice. They still control the puck. Chopped at by Riot, though, and sends it over to Ellis. Ellis is going to bring us onside. Takes a shot. Goalie got a piece of that. Comes over to the near side in the circle, and Reston's there, and they chip it out towards the blue line. And battling for it right at the blue line is Chris. Now over to Ellis. Ellis fires a shot, goes off a skate of a Reston player, and they chip it out of his zone. Out to neutral ice. Danny's there to settle it. Throws it back towards our offensive zone, but Reston intercepted it and chips it ahead. Danny steps back up, fires it off from the Reston player's sweater, and back over here to center ice. Now Reston charging the other way. We're making some changes. Reston brings the puck on side, trying to flick it past our defender. Goes on net, but Kate's got to go down. Puck's on the side of the net, and now Kate's got to cover that, and that'll stop play. 1:45 to go in the period on that whistle. Defensive zone faceoff coming here for the Patriots. Tie score. And referees are directing traffic here. Let's see where this drop comes. I think it's going to come on the near side circle. Okay, we got Chris and Danny, Dylan, Joseph, and Z, and they're on the wrong circle. We'll figure that out pretty quick. Minute 45 to go in the period and the game. High score. Z's taking the draw. Joseph's in the slot with Danny. Now, Reston won the draw, and Chris poked it ahead to the point. They take a shot from there, redirected off net by the offense, and now over there, and they retrieve it. Now met by Z against the boards, and now Danny gets involved and chipped at by Chris, and he clears the zone, but doesn't have a lot on it, so no icing. Goes into the offensive zone, and now forecheck by Dylan, but Reston settles the puck and clears it out towards the red line. Now Reston's got it, going to go in the other way, and they're going to charge onside. Going to wind up, take a shot from out there. Goes off of Jackson. He seems unfazed and pushes it ahead. Now touched up by Reston, touches at it to himself. Jackson charges into the zone and chops at a shot, but it looses the corner and goes in deep to go fetch it. And Dylan's down there, and now so does Z. And we got a loose puck here on the near side, charging out to the Reston. They fire it out towards the point. Jackson can't quite hold his zone, going down, but Williams going to go fetch this in the defensive zone. You got 56 seconds left. Williams takes it back behind the net, puts the brakes on, fires a shot, pass over to the far side, intercepted by Reston. Reston takes a shot, goes through the crease, but not on net, over to the near side. William hammers this out towards the point, and now Reston's offside. We'll see where this face-off comes. 42 seconds left in the period. We're staying right at the blue line. It was bang, bang, but it was offsides. Okay, we got Coleman, Danny, Riot, Ellis, and John. John sets up at center ice. Ellis alongside the boards. Riot taking the draw. Controlled by Reston, but battling for it. Reston's got it now. They're coming to zone. Back check, though, by the Patriots. And puck squirts in deep now and going to get chased after by Danny. Danny's on the forehand. Fires it over the far side boards. There's a Reston player there, but so is John. Now settled by Reston. There's a little confusion. Puck comes out towards the blue line. Clear the zone. Going the other way is Riot. Riot's got a 2-on-2. Got one player to beat there. He got knocked down. Now we're offside. 21.9 seconds to go. Neutral zone faceoff coming. They're going to stay out there for another drop. almost got behind the defender there, but tied him up right at the blue line. We're going to make some more changes. John's coming off, replaced by Yosef. So Riot, Ellis, Yosef. And controlled by Reston goes back into their zone. They settle the puck. They throw it out towards the blue line. They're set to Riot. Riot takes a shot on net. Puck goes over, got redirected off net by the goalie. Reston's there, and they fling it towards the blue line. Bouncing puck held in by Cohen. Now back check and still held in. Now Ellis has got it. Fires the shot, goes off the sweater of the defender. And now battling for it. Loose puck in the corner. Back down there's Riot. Got 2 seconds left. Riot sends it over. They can't do anything with it. That horn is the end of the game. Patriots battle back to a tie. And the final score ends 5-5. It's a league game for us. We get a point for that. But we were down the whole game and came back right at the end to tie that up. So I'm pretty happy with the Patriots' performance. We got another game tomorrow down in Richmond. I'll be live streaming that as well. Be on the lookout for that link. I'll send that out tonight. That'll also be a league game. The traditional end of the game handshake. Okay, thanks for tuning in.